Hello everyone, and welcome to Drinking with a Dietitian. This is episode 18. I have missed almost a month of doing these live videos, but I am back. I've been traveling, and I'm back home for a little while. So thank you for joining me tonight. If you're watching, please say hi and tell me where you're watching from. I love to know who's watching. And where you are. It's 8:30 here in Manila. I know that it's 7:30 a.m. in the US, so it's a little early for you, but I'm ready for a drink. It's Thursday night, we have the day off tomorrow, and I am making an amazing cocktail that I just discovered. I have to do a shout out to my grandma because she sent this recipe to me by email, and I'm so excited about it. So tonight I am making Coquito, and I hope I'm saying that right, but it's a Puerto Rican kind of take on eggnog, if you will. It's a little bit like eggnog, but it's a tropical twist, and so it's made with coconut milk and it's served cold. Some of it has eggs, some not. Tonight I'm doing a vegan version, so I'm not using eggs, and I'm actually, normally it has sweetened condensed milk. Tonight I'm sweetening it a different way, and I'm not using sweetened condensed milk. And I just forgot, I don't have ice cubes or my second glass tonight, so I'll show you what I have, but I'll show you how I'm making it. And then we have these amazing tropical roasted sweet potatoes with kind of like a spicy tropical yogurt dip to go with them. So here we go. I have my blender here, and again, rather than using sweetened condensed milk, I'm just using about 2 dates. If you want a little sweeter, you can add more, but this is a great natural sweetener. They're high in fiber and they're so flavorful. So I'll add those into my blender, and then I have a cup here of, this is just regular, normal, full-fat coconut milk. I'll do about half a cup there because I'm just making this for myself. Now, if you want 2 cocktails, do a full cup. If you're in Manila, get fresh coconut milk. It's amazing, but you can use any kind of coconut milk that you have. I'm just gonna do a few little shakes of cinnamon there, and I'm gonna turn the blender on. We have a converter here in Manila, so I just had to turn the converter on, and I'm gonna turn this blender on. Nice and blended. And Bobby, will you grab me an ice cube? Oh. I'm getting some help here. I forgot ice cubes, and now the dogs are loose, but that's okay. So I'm gonna pour this over some ice cubes, and I have Don Papa rum. This is just a local rum. You can use any kind of light rum or dark rum. The dark rum has like a little bit more caramely flavor to it. I think it's a little bit nicer. So I'm using the dark rum. Be sure to pour this over ice. Getting a little help here. All right, and I'm gonna just pour a little bit of rum in there and take this sweetened coconut milk mixture and pour this right over the top now. Delicious. It's like a healthy version of the Coquito. So, cheers everybody. Sweet, tropical, you feel like you should be on a beach somewhere, but it's also crispy because of that cinnamon spice. It's amazing, I love it. Okay, so now moving on to the sweet potatoes. They don't have to be perfect sweet potatoes, just get them however they look. I got these at the farmer's market. And I'm just gonna cut off the ends here because they're kind of little gross looking. Okay, I'm just gonna slice these right in half, and then I'm gonna slice them one more time so we have quarters. So it's like a potato wedge. All right, now the sweet potatoes here in Manila, and in the Philippines, I like to soak them in water for about 20 minutes. I think they get a bit crispier that way. In the US, sometimes I think it's okay to just do them right when you cut them. But if you do want to let them soak in water. I think they get a little bit crispier that way. So we're gonna cover these in a bit of olive oil. And then I'm spicing them up, and normally I would use a lot more than one sweet potato, but I already baked some today. We're gonna do a little bit of salt and pepper. And the secret ingredient here to add a little spice is the red pepper powder. So I'm gonna add a little bit of that. And then you're gonna roast these in the oven for about 30 minutes. Check on them, turn them over, and get them really nice. And I like them even a little brown, so leave them in the oven a bit longer than that. So now for the yogurt dip, I've got about half a cup of plain Greek yogurt. It's kind of got a nice tart flavor to it, so this is a good dip. I'm gonna add, now to make it a bit tropical, I'm actually adding coconut flakes to it. So I'm gonna add a couple scoops here, about 2 tablespoons of coconut flakes. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon zest. I think this just brightens it up, it brings it to life. Again, it adds that tropical citrusy feel. So a little bit of zest from the lemon peel. Get that in there. And then some turmeric. I know you've heard me talk about the amazing health benefits of turmeric. It adds great color, it's great anti-inflammatory, super healthy for us. And I'm just gonna add about 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon. Just a little bit, you really don't need too much. It adds a ton of flavor and a lot of color, and like I said, amazing, amazing for you. And I'm gonna stir that up. And if you like spice, you can add some red pepper flakes to this or a little bit more chili powder. I'm gonna add a little bit more chili powder to this. And then just remember to try it. Always add a little to start and more if you want it spicier, but you can't take the spice out of it. So mix that up. This is gonna be our wonderful dipping sauce. And then for the extra little special ingredient, I made some hot honey. If you've never tried hot honey, it's great on breadsticks. It's good on all sorts of things. And I think it's really great on these. So if you feel like they're a little bit dry, all this is honey with red pepper flakes in it, and you let that sit. You can even warm it up over the stove if you want it to blend together and become even hotter. And I'm just gonna drizzle this right over the top of my baked sweet potatoes after they're out of the oven. It's wonderful. So there's our finished product. A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of tropical twist, but it's a great Christmas appetizer. So I hope everybody enjoyed, and please join me back here next week. I started putting all of these videos on YouTube as well, so you can find my YouTube channel, Amanda Barnes Nutrition, for all of the past videos if you'd like to visit them there, or of course they're always on my Facebook page as well. So feel free to share them on any way you want, and you can find all of my recipes at amandabarnesrdn.com. Have a great weekend, everyone. Cheers.